Hello, family and friends. Welcome to Laclede Relics. I'm your host and historian, Eric Tudor. Today we're going to be talking about postcards, pictures into the past. When doing research, don't overlook the breadcrumbs left by those behind us. Before the internet or email, our ancestors would scribble a few lines on a postcard, drop it into the mail for family or friends from afar. Now, many of these I have in my personal collection. Others have been borrowed from memories of Laclede County and the Lebanon Daily Record, Kirk Pierce's work there, and to many others. So thank you for all of your contributions. Lebanon Flowers. Now, this one's a bit of a mystery. I believe it either was taken at the gardens of the Keystone Place on the end of Harwood and Clark, or part of the Nelson Dream Village flowers that lined up Route 66, which is now Jefferson. How about turkey greetings from Lebanon? Now, this is taken from a vacant site, now where the Lebanon newspaper office stands, looking across Jefferson to the Sam Farr drugstore, which was later Central Bank and now First State Community Bank. 1909, shipping turkeys on the Frisco. Here, Lebanon shipped 200,000 pounds of turkeys on 9 Frisco railroad cars going to New York City. Wool hauling wagons. Here we're hauling long cloth bags of wool in horse-drawn wagons on Commercial Street. The Rock Court Cafe, located on Old Route 66 coming into town, one of the many small ma-and-pop shops on the Mother Road. The Satellite Cafe, yet another example of Route 66 ma-and-pop shops. This one was out by the I44 Raceway. Texaco Station on Route 66. Jimmy O'Brien's modern camp and restaurant with a full dining menu. 1917 World War I troops. This photo was taken on the front porch of the old courthouse. Now, this was the courthouse that burnt in 1921. Parade with dirt roads on our Commercial Street, looking down towards the newspaper office from West Commercial. The Train Health Clinic, traveling the rail to provide health care for all the small towns and communities. Here's another Train Health Clinic, taken from the railroad side, showing the back of the Lebanon Hotel, which was also known as the Laclede or Ozark Hotel and went through many name changes. The Wallace Hospital. This hospital was located on Harwood Avenue, now where the little park is that recently just got remodeled. Later it was renamed to the Breach Wallace Hospital. Hosel Grocery Delivery Truck. Hosel Grocery is on Commercial Street next to the post office. Today the building is owned by Falcon Floor Covering. Wallier Buick Motors, located on Elm Street, currently serves as Crow Paint and Glass. Washington Avenue Church. This is what was known as the first Christian church on Washington and Commercial, where author Harold Bell Wright preached. Now, this would have been directly across from the old St. Bernard Fruit Market, for those of you who might remember that. Smokey Jones, number 1. Scott Jones, affectionately called Smokey, with his street cleanup wagon and his mule named Maud on Commercial Street. Here we have another one of Smokey Jones. Now, Smokey worked for the city, not only as a street cleaner, but he would also fire up the boilers on town on Commercial Street. The wagon was built by blacksmith Jack England, and he named his mule Maud after a famous racehorse of his time. He was beloved by all of the Lebanon community. West Commercial, 1944. During the Phil M. Donnelly Governor's Celebration, this is looking west on Commercial in the 100 block. West Commercial, this is looking east towards the post office. To the direct right is where Page Printing and Boatown Brewing is today. The Surl Building, very early 1873 view of M.W. Surl's drugstore. It's located on the corner of Madison and Commercial. Now, to the right is where the rail is today. It is considered the oldest original building still standing in downtown in the Commercial District. I think we're going to call this a temporary stopping point for part 1 of Postcards, Pictures into the Past. I hope that you've enjoyed reminiscing a bit and looking back on some of Lebanon and Laclede County's pictorial pieces of history.